Welcome to the Estampida channel. In this video we are going to learn how to play Estampida. Let's do this. Remember that each and every player must have 9 cards in total. 3 face down in the zoo, 3 face up in the animal shelter, and 3 in their hand. But who starts the game? The player with the smallest fauna card starts the game by selecting the direction, to the right, or to the left. Cards are played in the encounter zone. Low cards are usually played first. In this example, player 1 has a Kusuko 3, and that is the smallest fauna card among all the players. This player begins the game by deciding that the direction is going to be to the right, and plays the Kusuko 3 from his hand. Then he replaces that card with a new card from nature. If 2 or more players have the same small fauna cards, the next smallest fauna card is used to decide who starts. If for some reason neither player has fauna cards in their hand before the game begins, the condition card with the lowest priority is used. You can check the rules in the booklet or in the web page to find the priority of the condition cards. In this example, all players have condition cards in their hands. One of the players begins with the biodiversity card, which is the one with the lowest priority. You could say that condition cards are better than fauna cards, and that the larger fauna cards are better than the smaller fauna cards. And now, very important, we are going to explain the actions that can be performed on your turn. The first one is, play 1 or more fauna cards that are equal to or greater in number than the previously played card. For example, if the previous player plays a Venado 8 card, I could play with another Venado 8 card, with a fauna card with a higher number, that is Jaguar 9 or Danta 10, or I could play a condition card. You can also play 1 or more of the same condition cards in the encounter zone. Condition cards can be played on top of any other card in the encounter zone. If the player cannot play a card higher than the fauna card that is in the encounter zone, he will take all the cards that are in the encounter zone in his, or her hand. This is also true when the player cannot fulfill some effect of a condition card or when an Estampida card is played that affects him. Continuing with our first example, player 1 with Kusuko 3, begins the game to the right and must take a new card from nature. In this case, player 2 can play with 1 or more cards of the same animal that are equal to or greater than 3, or 1 or more condition cards of the same. Player 2 decides to play with 2 Pazot 4 cards, then takes 2 cards from nature to comply with the rule of having 3 cards in hand whenever there are cards in nature. It is important to know that each and every player must have 3 cards in their hand as long as there are cards in nature. Once 1 or more cards have been played in the encounter zone, the next player to the right is entitled to play a card immediately, on top of the card previously played by player 1. When there are no more cards to play in nature, we enter the final sprint of the game and we must play all the cards in our hand. Once all the cards in my hand have been played, I can raise the 3 face-up cards that were designated in the setup as animal shelter. The game is continued using these cards. When we play all the cards from the animal shelter, it's time to test your luck by picking and playing 1, and only 1 card at random from your zoo. This process is repeated until you have managed to play all your cards in your zoo. The game continues until there is only 1 player in the game. Whoever remains last loses the game for not releasing their animals from captivity in time. In our next video, we will see in detail the special effect of each of the condition cards. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.